It's a little late for the sound check on the PA system.
That's no sound check.
Hey, cool it, Wayne. Look, we need to play these guys, you know? There's no difference between them and Jets.
我们可是要跟这些家伙比赛的，他们跟登机器队的球员没什么差别。Cool it?
Look, just act like you've been here before.
Step on Curry!
We've never been here before. Hey, Corey!
Hello and welcome everyone to Shanghai. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We have a very special presentation of the NBA All-Star Global Tour as the NBA Stars play an exhibition match against the Shanghai Bears.
Boy, you can't be anything but in awe of this roster the NBA has put forth. Listen to these names: Curry, LeBron, Hart, Harris. One of the best teams the world has ever seen.
And we hear all the time about super teams in the NBA. Well, this is what a super team looks like.
This should be a fun game for the fans of Chinese basketball, the NBA, and everyone alike. Get the first possession. And I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge all the hard work that's been put in to make this exhibition game a reality. Clark, a wonderful event for everyone involved.
It's been a blast for me coming out to China for this tour. I don't know about you guys, but I've loved it. I think everybody can agree it's been a success. And I wouldn't be surprised to see the NBA look to make this a tradition like no other.
The NBA Stars with the ball. It's a three-point game. They grab their own miss. Rejected by AI.
And really a big part of shot blocking, timing. AI showing that he's capable of being a shot blocker.
You know, it's a great treat to see LeBron James here in this exhibition. I mean, he's one of the biggest stars to ever play and going stronger than ever at this late stage in his career. Right now, it's hard to argue that he isn't the face of basketball.
Now, here's Wei. Here's AI, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
AI putting in work on his interior game. He's actually looking more and more confident from there.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Good job putting the pass in front of him, throwing it where he's supposed to be, not where he is, paving the way right to the bucket.
Well, you can't come to China and not talk about the biggest connection the country has with the NBA. And, of course, Clark, that is the great Yao Ming.
And, you know, there have been a number of players that have played here in the Chinese League and the NBA, but Yao Ming undoubtedly helped build the bridge between China and the U.S. in terms of pro basketball. A great ambassador for the sport.
Now, here's James. Shoots over Gung. LeBron with the bucket.
In some ways, this is the glue to LeBron's offense. Unstoppable from mid-range.
Outside, Wei. G, the screen. With the fadeaway. And again, AI.
Well, you look out there, a little bit of a reunion going on the floor. I mean, fans will remember that both Harris and AI played together in college for a season.
Inside, Davis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You know, he could have tried to force a shot there, but that's not him. Instead, LeBron keeps his eyes up, finds an open teammate.
Pass to AI. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. And Clark, thinking back to it, Harris and AI showed some solid chemistry in their time together, Greg, at the college level.
Yeah, and that team ultimately came up short in Harris's final year. But you look back at the talent they had, and I would say they accomplished their goals. Harris was the star, and AI was a terrific sidekick.
Greg, a lot of groups came together for this NBA Stars exhibition. It's all about establishing a bigger connection to China.
Yeah, and it's no secret. China loves the NBA, and the NBA makes sure to reciprocate with events like this one. It's a two-way street and really great for the game overall.
Now, here's G. AI, guarded by Porzingis. AI with the bucket.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
The Stars trail.
You know, when you see Curry out in an exhibition like this, you can't help but think about how he has completely changed the way players think about offense. I mean, kids all over the world are trying to emulate his play style, which is ball handling mastery and shot making extraordinaire.
Now, here's AI. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now a timeout called by the NBA Stars. Curry with... And the NBA Stars with possession.
And, you know, the level of play we've seen from Harden guys the last few seasons, absolutely incredible. I mean, arguably should have won the NBA MVP awards multiple times, but he won it last season with another incredible year.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Pass to Hodong. Now AI, guarded by Harden. Here's AI. And it's blocked by Towns.
And great reach and determination from the big fella. This is why Towns gets so many blocks.
Time called here as the Stars want to talk it over. And Clark with Harden, the growth we've seen from him the last few years has been... The first free throw is good.
You know, guys, what I like about Shang Tsung is that he plays to his strengths. I mean, that's what a smart player does. He knows who he is and stays in his lane.
That'll do it for the first half.
You only down by 10 at the half. That's good. Keep the pressure.
Hey, don't worry about that. I got plenty of it.
I'll be at the bench.
Yo, man, how you been? I looked for your warm-ups. Just missed you.
Likewise. You know, Coach matched us up this half, and I'm all in.
Okay, I feel you. Hey, how about this? A wager. Our flight's later tomorrow afternoon. You free for dinner? Show me around. Whoever scores the least points buys.
All right, bet. Nothing sweeter than a free meal. I'm about to put on a show.
I'm glad to see nothing's changed.
You ready?
Yeah.
And thank you for joining us on our NBA All-Star Global Tour. It's the second half of our broadcast between the NBA Stars and the Shanghai Bears.
And the NBA Stars did what they do best. But you have to give credit to this Shanghai team now. I mean, they've stayed in it.
And playing in front of their fans has kept the Bears full of energy. You expect the NBA players to turn it on at any point, though.
Another half on the way in what has been a fantastic exhibition so far.
And, you know, of course, Corey Harris was drafted by the Lakers not long ago. I mean, he quickly developed into a star form.
Yeah, the Lakers identified very early on that Harris was a player to build around. And they hit gold with him in that draft. Give credit to the front office for finding their guy and then just going after him.
Like any exhibition game, I'm a little reserved in my expectations around the effort that either team will put forth. I mean, the NBA Stars will probably liken this to competing in the All-Star game, but I certainly hope they don't play like an All-Star game. Let's play some real basketball out here.
Now here's Curry. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. LeBron James on the wing. Guarded by Gung. Right side Davis. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by AI. Shanghai trailing. 90 seconds now into the second half. Great D that time from Davis.
Well, you want to see the epitome of a completely unguardable player? Look up the Greek Freak. I mean, we've seen him take the next step to become a perennial MVP candidate. This guy is special.
Now here's Gung. AI left side. The shot, no good. Now the Stars take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. And as you said with Giannis, the improvement he's shown is just a hint of where he can be.
You know, and Giannis is someone who has a chance to be a multiple MVP winner. I mean, when it's all said and done, really there's nothing he can't do on the basketball court. And you just get the feeling it's only a matter of time before he is possibly the best player in the NBA.
Boy, and the fans here tonight have been fantastic. A full house coming out to see a lot of global icons.
And with players like LeBron, Curry, and Harden, they are huge names worldwide. And for many here in China, this is the only chance to see them in person.
Now here's Cousins. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
And he is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
Gung with it. Antetokounmpo defending. Here's AI. Basket good. And for AI, he was a player, Greg, who was strong in college, entered the draft, but couldn't find a team to take the risk picking him.
Yeah, and him not getting drafted might have been a case of AI getting misinformation about where he was slated to be picked. He'll have his chance to show what he can do versus NBA talent here tonight.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
Hey, Kevin, no idea what happened there, quite honestly. I mean, seemed like he just mistimed that pass.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Pass to Meng. To the middle, and stolen by Cousins. And it's so good, Clark, to see DeMarcus Cousins out on the floor after his Achilles injury and healthy.
You know, coming back from an Achilles tear is no easy task, fellas. I mean, Cousins is one of the more colorful and talented figures in basketball and one of the most impactful big men in the NBA when he's at full strength.
Now, here's AI. He's got 23.
As soon as AI turns it on, guys, I think you just let him do his thing and get out of the way.
Harden outside. Here's George. It's good.
Nice to see how easy he takes over games. Makes it look elementary. I mean, that's why they feed him the rock so much. Well, on some levels, it seems almost unfair for any team to have to try to compete against this roster of NBA stars. But I tell you what, you've got to like what you've seen from this Shanghai side. I mean, they know how to work together, and they've got great chemistry.
Now, here's George. He's got 7.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
Here's AI. Odong, 6 on the shot clock. Back to AI. Can't hit that one. And it's the Stars the other way. Harden outside. Pass to Cousins. Over AI. And too long on the shot.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Stars out in front. Up. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. And the Bears with possession. They trail by 3. lays it up off the glass.
You know, seeing AI in action for the first time in a while here, it's clear he's worked on his game, showing a lot of poise going up against this team of NBA stars.
George, no good. Here's Ho Dong. Sinks the three-pointer.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, I tell you what, Greg, what can they do? I mean, nobody can miss a shot. I mean, these guys are bringing it on offense right now.
And that one's good, George. And Clark, as you said, AI is certainly putting in work for Shanghai.
Well, he's had a game where it might be time for an NBA team to give him a second look. I know it's just one game, but he looks vastly improved since his time in college.
Pass to Xing. Wei, guarded by Harris. 5 on the clock. Here's AI. Misses the fallback J. Well, Paul George, a great all-around player. Greg, one of the most sought-after players recently, and it's easy to see why with his play.
Yeah, George is one of the best two-way players in the game. And last season, we saw what he could do with this incredible defensive play all season long. Very few in the league can change the game like George can.
So both teams changing it up here. And AI with the stuff.
Yeah, and you can't overcommit if you're the defense. G able to find the open man there for a pretty assist.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. LeBron James on the wing, guarded by Gung. Porzingis inside, working on AI. Screen by Porzingis. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
When you look at the long strides and athleticism of Antetokounmpo, he gets coming at that goal. It's hard to stop him.
And the Bears call time here. You look at James, what a contribution.
And he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
And so here are the stars. Pass to Porzingis. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Harris. It's hauled in by the Bears. Outside, Gung. AI. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Porzingis.
I love the attitude AI plays with. He's fantastic at delivering when his name is called.
The Stars trail. Outside Curry. LeBron James on the wing. And that one hits back iron. G with the ball. AI in the post. He's guarded by Davis. But they'll get another chance. Got a piece of it. And stolen by James. Pass to Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Outside for Curry. 18 feet out. And he knocks down the jumper.
He's so clutch, Kevin. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Outside Wei. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to AI. And Antetokounmpo with the block.
And Antetokounmpo's size, no doubt, a huge factor, a master at getting up to block shots.
Now here's Curry, covered by G. Here's James. Tries again. AI grabs the board. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Bears will retain possession here.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Yeah, refusing to give up anything easy. Solid defense, and I like that attitude.
Stars with the rebound. Outside Curry. Down low, Davis. Poked away. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Pass to AI. It's good.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
And that's what you want to do. I mean, you can't let the opposition off the hook here. I mean, you've got to keep adding to that lead.
Here's Curry. And here is Harris. Covered by G. The Stars again can't hit. And they go to the intentional foul. And an intentional foul right there. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
And, you know, Wei Lee is quite a talented player. I mean, it wouldn't be surprising to me to see him come across the radar of some NBA scouts soon.
Now a timeout called by the NBA Stars. Guys, your thoughts?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole it's hard to climb out of.
Well, to me, they look emotionally spent.
Pass to James. Outside, Antetokounmpo takes the 3. It doesn't go for him. And what a shot this is. The Shanghai Bears have beaten perhaps the most talented group the NBA has to offer. Simply amazing.
I know some will say this was just an exhibition game, but you can tell what this win means to a lot of the Chinese players and fans. I mean, they came to play and were rewarded handsomely for their effort.
And you can't say enough positive things about the effort and heart the Shanghai team displayed. The NBA Stars weren't at full throttle, obviously, but it still shows a lot about how competitive the Chinese league has become.
It's been a wonderful trip for us on this NBA All-Star Global Tour. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, saying thank you for joining us on this special broadcast for the NBA.
You really did your thing tonight.
Yo, AI.
Good job.
Yo, Corey.
I gotta admit, we didn't expect it, but you guys got a lot of real talent on this team, across the board.
Hey, I told you I was gonna put on a show, huh?
Hey, Shanghai's a real good spot for you to land, man. The details, I was almost there. It's close.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing, it's just encouragement. I didn't mean it.
Man, I played my guts out there tonight, man. I earned... Man, I knew that you would do this. Every single time. It's like, you can't even let me have one, can you? Hey, Zane, come...
Listen. Okay, you got it. Okay, fair enough.
Zane.
No one likes to be showing up.
退后，我们稍后在记者会时回答各位的问题。退后好吗？谢谢。
It's your time. Hey, you need me to stick around, handle some of these guys for you? I'll give you your due.
Nah, man, thanks. We got this. We'll talk later, okay? I'll see you at dinner. Who's got the first question?
现在开放问题。